Hi everyone, thanks for visiting my channel, and in this video we're going to be talking about some of the dreams that I've had lately, and we're going to be talking about what I see when I meditate. So I decided that I was going to do like an energy test on MarkZ from Facebook, and so what I do is I measure his sound vibration. So I'll put my palm on the bottom of my speaker on my phone, and I'll feel and intuitively sense what's going on behind his sound vibration. So I started reading his vibration, and I started to get really uncomfortable and irritated because there was this sense of wanting absolute control. I felt big movement behind his voice. I felt cold facilities, robotic, just a lot of heavy, dense, cold sensations. I felt like I was being pushed into something where physically I couldn't move anymore. It was very controlling. So usually when I get that amount of energy, experiencing that amount of energy, I usually have to take a nap because I get so worn out. So I took a nap and I had a dream about him. So the dream started out as a stage. There was a stage. I was in the audience. I was looking at the stage. There were big Facebook background images. There were Facebook props. It was just very big, and it was like something that big tech would do to make a statement. So then Mark was sitting on this tall chair, and I looked at him, and I could tell that he had on masks, like face masks, like what you would wear on Halloween. And the first mask was his face, and that came off. And the second mask was a mask of just a human man face with holes for eyes and a hole for a mouth. Then that came off. And the third one was of a reptilian being with dark green skin and scales. So right after I saw the reptilian being, the whole stage started to shake. It just rumbled and shook, and people started to scream, people started to run. The Facebook backdrop in the background and all the props were falling down, like crumbling all into, on the stage. Mark disappeared, and some people in the audience were screaming and some people were laughing. I happened to be one of the people that was laughing, and I was laughing hysterically. I was laughing so hard. And maybe because maybe it's because Facebook has banned me like 4 times. They've blocked me. They've done all this horrible stuff. They've played all kinds of weird, stupid games with all of my accounts. So yeah, I laughed. So basically that was the dream, and everybody has their own interpretations of everything. They have their own perspective. They have their belief system literally controls how they interpret things and perceive things. So everybody will have their own view on what that means. I have my interpretation of what that dream meant, and okay, I'm just gonna say it. MarkZ is not human. He's not a human man. He's part of a genetic experiment. So those masks were false impressions of who he is, because what's really underneath it are the Anunnaki controlling everything. And when all is said and done, Facebook could go down. We might not see it on the outside, but internally it could go down. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is what I see when I meditate. One of the stories and one of the experiences I've had that really stand out is when when this first happened, I was kind of freaked out, and I wasn't ready for it. It kind of shocked me. So one of the times that I went really deep into my meditation, I felt like I was having an out-of-body experience, and I got so deep into, it was either in the astral or I was going into a different dimension, but I experienced seeing a beautiful, iridescent, multicolored being that looked like um, the being from the abyss. If you've ever seen the movie The Abyss, where the underwater extraterrestrials came out and they look like massive, beautiful, iridescent beings with like these wings or whatever, it was very similar to that. And I don't really put any weight on angels or any beings with wings. So I feel like that angels is really just a fluffy name for the Anunnaki. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I want my angels to protect me and all this stuff. No, you're giving energy to the Anunnaki when you do that. So these ideas of archangels and angels, we're talking about the Anunnaki here. And I'm not telling anybody to stop what they want to, what their belief is as far as angels go. You do whatever you think that is right for you. I just feel like I'm giving energy to a lie. And I am not going to give energy to beings that lied to us, manipulated us, brainwashed us, mind controlled us, basically used us for food, literally. So yeah, I'm very careful about where I put my energy. So anyway, back to what I saw when I was meditating. So this being was lovely. It was very loving, flowing, beautiful colors. And I got really deep into it and I freaked out and I got out of it. So, because I wasn't ready at the moment to experience something that was so different and basically, foreign to me because, that was the first time I'd ever gone that deep. And this was like years ago. But since then, I'm used to it. I enjoy experiencing those things. My dreams have been a little bit crazy lately. I haven't been really sleeping that well. I have dreams that I'm constantly fighting dark entities, dark beings, things that nobody really wants to experience in their dream state. So there are things that exist in the unseen realms, in other dimensions. I feel them. I dream about them. I see them in my meditative state. They do exist. A lot of people are like, oh, show me proof, show me proof. Well, you have to be in that mindset to see it. You have to be in that vibration. You have to be, it's like a brain surgeon trying to talk to a baby. What do you mean? Like, you have to get into that space where you are working on yourself, and you have to make the decision to go into that mindset and expand your mind in order to see the proof that you want to see. So you can't expect to see proof if you're not doing anything to expand your own mind and expand your own reality and come to the realization that there are other things out there than this everyday materialistic world. So, I want to share with you some notes that I took from Barbara Marciniak's Pleiadian channeling called On the Brink, which was recorded on December 22nd, 2020. And it's just a small little paragraph that I want to speak about. So the Pleiadians say, Anunnaki want Earth as a supply station. Earth in our solar system is a place where they refuel. Moons of Jupiter and Saturn have training centers, genetic experimentation centers. Human ET bases on Mars. It was made official. Right now, within the Anunnaki structure, there are forces that want to drain the Anunnaki swamp, like Trump wants to drain the swamp in Washington. Enki drained the swamp in Mesopotamia. They deteriorated into exploitation, barbarism, cannibalism, extreme experiments in genetic engineering, where they were creating human hybrid, like animal hybrid, mixing genetic material with human genetic material, making animal human hybrids. It was, I can't even imagine. People were being abducted for their sperm and egg, and that literally has happened here, and since I've been alive on this earth, it's been happening. The medical system has been involved. The military has been involved. Some found out and didn't like it. They wanted it to stop, and others got power and authority out of it and became fanatic. Some Anunnaki want to restore Earth to a pristine state with only a few workers and get all the resources they want. Humans supply a tremendous amount of genetic material that go off planet, and human fetuses are ripe and rich with new stem cells. So that's, if you think about the abortion rate and what Planned Parenthood's doing, and how they are passing bills for late-term abortion. I mean, the big picture starts to make sense, at a point when you start to glue all these facts and all these things together. The Anunnaki amongst themselves are split in half, just like us. Like here on Earth, you have the ignorant and people wanting free stuff versus the awakened people and those who want freedom. Within the Anunnaki, you have those who want to be in much higher vibration and want to be exalted for their creations and allow and view their creations with their own curiosity. Then you have the Anunnakis who want to enslave us and want our genetic material and want to feast on us, literally, like I was saying before, within rituals. They sacrifice people and they cook us. They put us on these altars and they barbecue us and they eat us. I mean, some people just can't fathom what's going on, but it's going on. And they have foreseen that Trump will not be leaving the White House. He will be president for the next 4 years. And that a lot of stuff is going to be exposed soon. Just be prepared. There's going to be a lot of big things coming up here at the beginning of 2021. So thank you for joining me in this video, and please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel, and I will see you in the next video.